Hello and welcome to I'm Nicole here to show you one coffee at a time, Devlog number 3. But Devlog number 3 now. I guess technically it was Devlog number 4, but then Devlog number 3 didn't turn out very well, so now it's Devlog number 3. Well, I didn't like the sound mainly. So now we have... I'll show you guys, I don't think you guys have fully seen the coffee machine working. Alright, this reminds me while I'm at it. You guys seen the other videos, you probably see why I'm about to do. I'll flip that over. And bottom one, I think. So I'm flipping these over so then they don't glitch out, because for some reason, how dare they be flipped over? Oh, it must be the top one. There. Is basically how it goes. So we should see it down here. Oh no. Oops, I've already sneak peeked on that. Yeah, see how the coffee just flips over. So then we go full mount. There's even something else cool in here too. Not only we can grab the coffees and the flour, we can go glide and then change the amount. So 1 mug, yeah, just ignore it flipping and having a heart attack upside down. Ignore that one as well. Oh, look at that. And then it's the right way around. And then we can go 1 cup. And then it goes through only once. Oh, I didn't realize it was tea. Oh, that must be the next one, isn't it? Yeah. So we can do tea. Now, there's something else I added. The cap, the flat, the black. I'm for sure that's what we see, haven't we? I can't remember. And then get a 2. Must we set everything time? The black. Here we go, I haven't seen the black. And look at my new friends, they're stalking me. Oops. Don't know why sometimes. Okay, now let's go with this. Ignore the cups being upside down for a moment. And then we go this part. Oh, bye. I think I know why they're doing that, actually, thinking about it from what I've just seen over there. I'll show you in a moment, just so in case you guys got a problem. These still haven't got like full function yet. Oh, see. Even I'm getting confused by my controls. That still goes like that. And you can also click on the flower. Still haven't like added an inventory system yet. Probably is a big thing. Or hotbar system, let's say. There we go. It'd be more or less like a hotbar system. Because I don't feel like you want to get into inventory, it'd be a hotbar system. Basically like your hands. Just realized the idle for this blade is a bit off. Then we also got this. So this is new. You guys would never seen this unless you watch the live streams when I talk about it. So this is the tea station. So eventually with the tea, you're gonna do it here and then bring it over to here to sink. Which I've set up basic animations for. I haven't set up like processes of it. Well, what's fine with this game? It tends to have a long list of codes for each machine. If you want to make them a variety of things. So here's the first bushmint. See down here it says bushmint 1. And all my calculations of what I intend to do. I'll actually tell you guys what that is in a moment. I might. Because let's try and do this. I'm Mr. Withermint, haven't I? Yep. And then Withermint. See, it's Bush and Wither. Right now it still hasn't like pot, excuse me, I have too many things following me, excuse me stalkers. See, there we go, we got the pot. Next problem we have here, whoops. Oh no, we have it okay. Must be every time I do, so you got Bushmint 2 down here. Alright. Get my stalkers to go over here so I can pick this up and see how this is on Bushmint 2 now. I must have that not working properly because we've seen where when I did, whoops, get over here. So I went back to Withermit. Ah, Withermit 2. Very interesting. I must not have it on the point where we sets that. See, it's on Withermit 2. And then right now, so I just need to fine adjust that. And then make it all nice and fancy too, where the save parts are the same than when it initially spawns as. And fix it up to be all nice and fancy. Because I'm trying to get it like working smoothly. And then I'll fix it all nice and fancy. So we got this one. See how it's Bushmit 1. Whoops. I want this. And let's go Wither. Wither's the one that's set up. The worst aren't cut yet because I'm trying to make sure I get the mix up right. Then we got Bush Wither. And it adds a pot when I tap it instead of tapping the balls. So it adds a pot. And then adds a pot again. See how it doesn't type. We set ourselves. I haven't got that type again white. So what else I was going to do here? Pots, get out of the way. So I wanted to go back to Bushmit. Bushmit Black. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's the reason why I couldn't pick it up. I must have set that up as well. Oh no, God. Bushmit Black. Now I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, I had Bushmit 1. Okay. Now we got it. Yeah, I think there's something I'm missing. I think it's called Give It a Bake and Come Back Later type of code. Then we go Withermit and Bushmit. See how it's set up nicely. So we go back to Withermit. Withermit? Why is the Withermit so shy? Thank you. And we go with 2 Withermit. What about the black? Black 2. Green 2. See how it's on green 2? What are they on? Oh. What are they doing the mixes? Yeah, it doesn't quite, it's there, but it's not quite there. Eventually we're gonna get it, and like the coffee machine. I really like how they turn out. And if you want to know the end length of the code is, well, I'm lying to you, this is not the end length. Especially when you count this torture. So, this is the top, and we come down all the way down here. It's made in States, which is what tea is, hot chocolate eventually as well. And, well, I guess I have definitely lied to you with the final size was because I haven't done any of these other ones yet. Bushmit 2 is probably going to have the most. And then you have the ways to change the type. So the first type is what kind. So whether it's a flat white or cappuccino or black. And then the second is how many, whether it's 2 cups, 1 cup, or a mug. Or 2 mugs. All that was the old code. Then you got this match just states. So right now you're passing some of them. Only add the hot chocolate by the look of it. And then where they are tags, so you're gonna mold that. I could make that more efficient. I could. But it's probably mainly for the update number 1. Actually, I have to see if I can just, you know, shove it in there. I might actually try shoving it back in here. I might do that right now. Actually, I'll do it with the cap. Because the cap will be the easiest one to tell. Let's see if this works, because this will really low down on the whiting as well. Whoops. Wrong machine. Oh well. I keep picking up flour. I don't want flour today. I thought that was the case. So I'm gonna go over here. So what I'm gonna do is cut. So I'm gonna bookmark that. Or not bookmark. Comment that. Topic is for black. White. Flat, I mean. Flat white. That's an Australian New Zealand joke if you don't know why specifically I add why it's called that. And if you don't know much about it, it is basically similar to a cappuccino. But I'm pretty sure like I guess it's a bit of both. Like it's similar to cappuccino latte in the way it still is a coffee, well, shot and milk. And I think there's something else different with the foam as well compared to a cappuccino. But then you don't have any chocolate on top or anything like that. It's basically the biggest difference. Whoops, that's not the right one. Tea. Hopefully that doesn't end up biting me nose, because then it saves me writing that again. Don't know. I guess it's for future me to figure out whether it was worthwhile doing it or not. Or I save myself sanity. This is the old code where it was set up before. I don't think it uses that anymore, but it's there. Because, I don't know. I don't really need it there. I guess I can get rid of that eventually. But what I did was set it to its own functions. So then these functions here that does the coffee can call upon these functions of whatever order it requires to be in. So how I did the tea was, well, I helped myself out a lot since I already did the black coffee. Instead of going to do cutting coffee shot and then hot water, I just went straight to hot water. If cutting equals false, it goes straight to hot water instead of going to cutting. Or it goes in, I guess you can still change the amount. I don't know. Just the way I did it, like really worked out well. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I've got to be excited. I feel like that's going to be a problem later on. Well, I'm on one or the other. I guess you can only do a cup. Yeah. Oh, I guess that wouldn't hurt. I might actually use that limit. The ability to only use a cup. This actually might be a good idea. When I find it. So you don't only have it like do 1 cup, because you might as well not have it done 1 cup. Where's the tea? I might put that here. Yeah, I might done in 1 cup. Yeah, I've actually got tea over here. Green tea and green tea, lemon myrtle, and bushmint if you're curious. There's more about you do it on my metal, I find. Actually, you know, one thing why I don't do more bottle brush and white tea. I should test that up, bottle brush tea. For me, it's interesting. It's a flower and it qualifies for a lot of things. What, does it not just taste nice or something like that, or is it just not common enough? I mean, I feel kind of mean taking the flower off the bottle brush. I think it's a really cool plant. But I am curious. We'll see the sink. I don't know if you can. I don't think you guys have seen the sink, and we're probably gonna fix up with that because I'm keeping this short because of the time period and the fact that I want to have it out next day, so we're not gonna have it too long. So you see here, I'll be able to do with the hot water, And we got a tea function down there, so whenever we're being that teapot, that full teapot for the tea area. So that's gonna be the first one, a two-step process. Maybe I was a genius in doing the coffee first. Is what I'm starting to wonder now. We can start diving into a lot of cooking things, but I do want to actually do more Unknown Dragon since I miss it and I'm addicted to Unknown Dragon. Because I do feel like initially Unknown Dragon's not that far away from being a demo version, being a playable demo version that you can all play around with sooner or later. I feel like it's not that far away. And what's outside, I don't think it's that far away from fully releasing. Because I think next update, it will be fully released. Especially since now I got the sound settings saved. The biggest problem, what I'm not going to throw it out there yet until the release, where it's at. It's a passing grade with the sound saving settings. The sound settings will save, although the visual indicator doesn't really keep it spot. It doesn't really do a good job, but the sound settings are the important thing that saves. And I figure out what I did wrong with that, and I've changed that for both Unknown Dragon and for this as well. So Unknown Dragon's going to have saved sound settings, and this one will too. So a problem that I've now averted, although the visual indicator is not going to be very reliable. But it is reliable in telling you where the sound is when you're moving it. But the problem is when you're loading it initially. So if we go loading it initially like this, you see how it will probably be here instead of being around here. I might also have to go change something else I realize as well that you might not really quite realize on here, but I feel like my voice sounds very scratchy at the moment. But there is something I have to investigate into, because I have to like move that sound. I have to move the sound code and override it. Whoops. Because I have a feeling if I'm wide, well, I just actually move the certain bits of code. So I got this one working, which is pretty simple, getting that working. But this is actually quite far behind. Oh yeah, it is quite far behind because I actually got it to the really well. I really got this working nice and smoothly, and I like how it works and what's outside. I'm pretty sure it is in the last update as well with the sound. Or it's just going to be in the newer one because the sound, well, the sound just drastically changes and beautiful it feels like when for something to be rough too with a good, like seriously, the sound volume bar really changed. And I also want to put more settings in there and then more input control and all that. With the flower, I eventually want to do stuff with that so you can see how it popped out little bits of flower. We don't like how those look. Though ideally you don't want your flower up like that, but I need it as a visual indicator. So you know what it is, what the types of flower. Eventually I might have to separate them a little bit more in coloration, but that's it for so far. And I've still got the price for mats around here. Actually, you will not see what they were. So price mats are going to be where food gets delivered. Same with the takeaway point over here. And then you got show off display cabinets for like baked goods and everything, which is eventually gonna be used by the oven and everything like that. So get excited for all this one. I hope you all, because I hope this one does work out nicely, because it'd be so fun to play around with it and do some cooking. Oh yeah, I haven't showed you guys the best part. So this is gonna be basic plan for the baked goods so far. So we've got a food here, we've got a croissant, we've got pastry goods over here. There's actually a different form of croissant as well. I can't remember the name. Scones, pancakes over here, waffles, caramel slice. We're probably put more slices in there, and tarts. So I think they're more tarts. It can also look like pies if you don't know what they are. I don't know if they are, but that's the similar thing, like biscuits and cookies. But biscuits and cookies are two different things. At least in my eyes, they are. So these here are cookies, and this here is a biscuit. But they are made very differently. In my eyes, they are very different things. And those are a type of bread down here. So we have the dough whizzing bread, so you know how you leave it alone and it's become bigger. But then you use, and then you got different types of bread. You have naan bread, so this is based on naan bread, which is an Indian dish if you don't know what that is. Something based on dinner rolls and a large bread. I should have a lot of that later, and it's been really nice. I guess it's a type of flat bread if you don't exactly know what it is. And then we've got types of cake, so a round slice and a square slice, and then a round and square cake. Same with chocolate forms of everything, and so we got sugar, wheat, and spelt forms of everything. Because I am that crazy to make different cakes, but skin tones is another type of, and skin tones and animation. Yeah, like lower it down to that if you were curious in the moment, but I might change it up a little bit more. I don't know. I'm gonna take out the word. But this is what we got so far for one coffee at a time. And I'm excited to see what we go off next. Then eventually add all this torture. I have to make all these in their own separate little files as well. I'm gonna eventually realize how much is here. And these down here, if you don't know what they are specifically, is jam drops. Jam drops is very spec from Australia. I would assume they come from somewhere else, or maybe they were invented in Australia, I don't know. And the jam is on these pancakes as well. I put it like that as a visual indicator more. And sometimes you have to 1 and 2. I want it to be a visual indicator over not being able to see it. And those are called flakes on these ones as pancakes as well, so you can see them a bit more. I do have, I don't have textures for them being in the cookies, but I do have them separate on their own to save me more torture. Like, come on. You want to know how long this list goes if we did that. My sense here is already long last. And we got multiple top chip flavors because, well, chopped chips, now there's milk, white, and dark chopped chips. Same with the chocolate and everything like that. So, hope you enjoy it. And I'm gonna call off now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on that one. And I'll see you next time. And for more one coffee at a time devlogs and other devlogs you want to check out those. Thanks for watching.